Here we go. You'll be pleased to hear there's no more surprise singing. We'll only be talking. On behalf of my wife and I, I would like to thank you all for coming to help us celebrate our...
No, it's not on. It's not on.
Testing, isn't it? I would like to thank you all for coming to help us celebrate our special day. It means so much to both of us to see so many of our family and friends here today, especially those who have made the efforts to travel from further away. Now, this is an extremely rare occasion, and one that is unlikely to happen again in our future marriage. So I very much plan to make the most of it. As most of you know Sarah really, really well, you will know this is probably the first and last time I get to speak on her behalf. I'm sure you will agree, she is looking absolutely gorgeous. And I am absolutely delighted she has changed her mind from wearing the black and or red wedding dress with skulls on it, which she has been taunting me about for the last year. She's been taunting me for the last year. Who would have thought such a lovely occasion would arise from an infinite coffee following a chat on Match.com? Like all people on Match.com, we told a few fibs. I will own up that saying that Sarah wouldn't notice my Scottish accent. And Sarah should own up to telling me how much she's looking forward to being my running partner. As at this point of my speech, I feel I should update Sarah on something I have done but she isn't aware of. I hope I get through next half.
You're in the marathon.
A few months ago, I wrote to Match.com to tell them of our story, our engagement, and our planned wedding. Being Scottish and frugal, I believe the word down here is tight. I was hoping they might want in return to sponsor for some publicity. This is the letter I returned in they returned in response. Excuse me one moment.
Wait, you've not actually read it?
Dear John. It's right to have a Dear John letter at Dear Mr. K, first of all, we would like to congratulate you on your recent engagement and planned marriage to Sarah. It is always so nice to hear from two former members who have found true love using our dating site. As you can imagine, we receive many, many communications from members who have found a partner on Match.com. But we do select a few couples for promotion activities of which there would be some financial remuneration. Yes. Before we can confirm whether your story with Sarah is one we would like to promote our business, we do have to review your profiles and message history to ensure that you would be perfect ambassadors for Match.com. Positively, we have reviewed your profile, and it is indeed all correct, and we have confirmed that the messages between Sarah and you that you did meet using our service. This is the first criteria you obviously had to meet. However, having reviewed Sarah's profile, there are some inconsistencies. few matters which would impact our decision for you to become ambassadors for Match.com. It would appear Sarah has had multiple profiles. With each new profile using more enhanced information than the previous. This is a serious breach of the terms and conditions of Match.com. Furthermore, two of these profiles act as a direct link to Sarah's OnlyFans subscription page. This is again an even more serious breach of our terms and conditions. I would conclude that you may want to raise this matter with Sarah before we can make a final decision on your application. I thought it best not.
And he still wanted to marry me.
I subscribe. Can't hit me over here. Safety move. I can honestly say that after a few dates with Sarah, I didn't think I'd ever be standing here as her husband. On date one, she thought I was a town crier, not a town clerk, and I went about walking going, hear ye, hear ye. After having finished our coffee and walking back to the car park, Sarah was very, very quick to invite me to see the inside of her car. Her thinking was that I would be very impressed with the Jaguar hire car she had. I thought she was inviting me for a cheeky snog in the back seat. Slightly cross purposes. Anyway, having not shown much interest in Sarah's car, on our second date, I picked Sarah up in my Ford Focus, which was quite a considerable downgrade from the Jaguar she was driving at the time. However, Sarah was even more disappointed, thinking my car was really, really old. However, she did not say anything to me. It was only a few weeks later she admitted that I had a personal registration of JK55KAY, and the car wasn't from 2005. The same date was almost our last date, as I picked her up working late, and in my rush, and being Scottish, I'd left my wallet at home. So I had to ask her to pay for her own drinks. She wasn't best pleased, was putting it mildly, but somehow, I don't know how, I turned it round and I got the cheeky snog that was missing from our first date. I now have Apple Pay on my phone as backup. Since then, there have been many, many dates. Nights out, trips away, and each one has been better than the last. Even when it involved going to the bridge. Now, the official part of my speech, I'll leave Sarah alone for a bit. I do have some thank yous to make, and I apologise for anyone I miss in advance. My first thank you is not to someone who you might expect, but I would like to thank Boris Johnson. Boris is not able to attend today. It's something about new party rules of being a member of the Conservative Party. But in March 2020, he made an announcement which I believe changed my life. Whilst watching the announcement on TV of the first lockdown, Sarah and I agreed we did not relish the thought of weeks, possibly months apart. So we effectively invented the social bubble before it was even a thing. We both agree the time we spent together during the lockdowns and the pandemic made us stronger, and I can't imagine life without her now. And that's why we called our table Lockdown. This is the next part. Since the day I met you, you have become my best friend and soulmate. You have introduced me to the excitement and joy of cruising, and I can honestly say I can never second guess what idea you're going to come up with next.
No.
Be it joining a golf club, retiring early, opening a B&B in Torquay. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Life is never dull, and it's certainly never quiet. So
Oh.
therefore, can I ask you all to be upstanding and raise a toast to my lovely, gorgeous bride, Sarah. Now, not only have I been blessed with a gorgeous wife, I have also gained 3 lovely stepdaughters, and I'm now known as Papa Joe, and it's not after the pizza. It made me feel very welcome, and I'm sure you can all agree that along with my lovely daughter Georgia, we have 4 beautiful bridesmaids, and thank you. I do hope you enjoy and like your bracelets that you're wearing today. We decided to give them out before the wedding so we could wear them today rather than do presentations now, which are specially chosen by Sarah and a token of our thank you. There are some other people that I must thank today who are present, and all of whom have played a different but vital role in the preparations. Firstly, to Andrew and Steve. Andrew's obviously been my best man today, and Steve has been my groomsman. So I thank them for getting me here on time this morning and assisting throughout the day and the lead up to today. Secondly, again to Andrew, and this time Georgia. I'd like to thank you both for being super chilled and making it so easy to extend our little family by welcoming Sarah and the 3 girls to our family. It's a great opportunity, for me to tell you how proud I am of you. And Andrew, I can only apologise for moving you into a house with 5 girls, but thankfully it does have 2 bathrooms and 2 en suites.
I'm not allowed to talk.
I would like to thank Becky for arranging the lovely cake today. Where is she? There she is. Thank you, Becky. And arranging the hen night roast there from that bit of thunder before the speech. I would like to thank Mandy for helping Sarah with her makeup today and applying the touch-up like that. Go.
3 times.
I'd like to thank Angela for helping with the alterations to the dresses, all the other little things you've done, including dressing me up as a reindeer. Thank you. I would like to thank Judy and Ian for bringing up such a special, amazing daughter, and I promise you both I will look after her.
Oh.
Thank you to Sam, Lauren, and all the other staff here today at Hatton Court for putting on such a lovely meal and venue and being so gracious to all our requests and little changes. Thank you, thank you. Finally, I have a very, very special thank you to our very good friend and wedding coordinator. This is obviously Mandy. Give us a wave, Mandy.
Mandy! Love you, Mandy! Mandy W, love you. You slept with me last night. She slept in the bridal suite with me. Must have been horrific. Yeah, kick out.
Right. A very special thank you to Mandy, who has given many, many hours of her time in helping us arrange this special day. I couldn't possibly list all the things she's done. But without her, it would have been impossible. And it's so lovely to have such a kind and caring friend who means so much to both of us. Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you.
Now it's at this point of my speech I'm going to hand over to my best man, Andrew.
I would like to thank everyone for coming and for making this a special day for Sarah and John. I hope, Sarah, you feel welcome into our family now. Can we have everyone upstanding for a toast to the bride and groom?
Oh.
Now I will hand over to Mandy for her speech.
Thank you. From Match.com, don't I haven't got an OnlyFans. Right, Amanda's going.
Okay, right, first of all, I want to thank my bestest Scottish John. Sorry. Okay, so the first time I met John, I thought, oh my Christ, what is he saying?
Right into it.
But once you get past the language difficulties, you'll find a caring, funny, flirty,
Flirt.
cheeky, confident, stubborn sometimes, grumpy,
Jim.
organised man. Right, so I just mentioned a few of those occasions. Okay, so one of the first funny occasions I can remember is Morris dancing. No? Yes? Okay. Then another one was, I can't remember what happened, but John had a bad day. He came to the Hummingbirds and he drank most of a bottle of rum, didn't you, Susie? Yes. And that's when the flirty side come out. No, you haven't. Then Amsterdam. So,
Oh, Amsterdam! Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that.
So we went on a cruise to Amsterdam, and there was one thing that John wanted to do above everything else, and John stormed off to find this special cafe.
It was legal, and he was tiny.
So he come back, told us he found this cafe, so off we all march. We have a special brownie. Then Sarah decides to buy a special smoke. Yeah. So anyway, a while later we thought, that's had no effect whatsoever. Wasn't until we got back on the ship, we started having the munchies a little bit. Then John went off to the toilet. He was gone for some time, so I needed to go to the toilet, so off I go. And as I'm walking through, all these people are like separating. I'm thinking, what's going on? There's John stood there like a statue. So I said, John, no, look straight through me. John, you okay? And still looking straight through me, he said, where am I? So, some of you might know that John has a little bit of a difficulty with his left and his right. So I had to manoeuvre him and say, John, walk in a straight line and you'll find Sarah and Steve. And off he goes.
Space cake.
It was a cake, yes, definitely a cake. Right, then we'll go back to the grumpy side.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So we went on a coach trip to Weston-super-Mare. And on the way back, like you do, have a sing song on the way back. Somebody was absolutely mortified and wanted the ground to swallow him up. Susie, it was the best singing.
It was
wasn't
the best singing.
It was the
It
best
was the
singing.
best singing.
Absolutely best singing. So let's go to singing. So a few months later, John has a house party, and somebody brings along a karaoke machine. And straight away, Grumpy John says, I'm not singing.
Grumpy John.
Sorry. But we have evidence that John did sing that night.
Is it going to
So
come
I'm
up
going
on
to hand
there
over
then?
to Andrew.
Yeah, it is! Brilliant!
Sorry, I want to see this.
Just to be the man who walks up I'll pass almost every penny on to you when I come home. Oh, I know I'm going to be the man who come back home to you. If I go, I know I'm going to be
That's great, John. Love that. Really good.
I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500
Here we go.
Don't try it out!
1,000 miles to go round
John, that was great.
Thank you.
Oh, well done, John!
I think it's great.
Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Okay, right. I'm going to mention John's care inside. So, I would like to personally say thank you to you, John. Without your support, you know I wouldn't have been able to stand up here today. And who would have thought my closest friend to be Scottish, follows Man United, eats square sausages, but here he is. Right, I think at this point we'd like to do a toast to friends and family, please. We will be upstanding. Okay, friends and family. Okay, I've just got a couple more things to say. Right, could you sit down, Sarah? Okay, I have a very
Bossy the
special
women are.
present for Sarah. She's only lived in the house with John for a few months, so I think this might help her. Because there's kind of apparent
Is it a joint?
things that she struggles with.
Making tea. Cooking food.
That does look like a joint she's
Got
given
me
us.
to read it out, Mum.
I'll let you read it out, yeah.
Give me this speech.
Anybody who knows me will know I'm useless in Sarah, a list of where to find things in the house. Washing machine and detergent, both in the utility room. Vacuum cleaner is in use. Yeah, it's great, but I don't know how to use it. Being honest, I don't. I clean up my cat's crap, and they've gone to the cattery for 2 weeks, so I haven't got to do that. Okay. Cooker is next to the hallway door. Microwavable bowl, cupboard above cooker. I just get takeout if I can't. If John's not there, I just have to get takeout. I can't deal with it. Sandwich bags, bottom drawer. Oh, no. So that's too complicated for me. Kettle in kitchen next. Literally, Mandy would come round and go, "Are you darling? You're right. You're gonna put the kettle on. You're gonna make me a cup. I'm just going upstairs. I won't be a minute. Anybody, right? Any of my friends, tell me the truth. No, it's my time now. Any of my friends who come to my house, am I right? do I say, put the kettle on and I would disappear upstairs? Thank you, Debbie.
No, you made me and my cream.
Oh,
Right, thank you. We have a paramedic, gorgeous sister in the building who's been amazing. And
yeah.
she came to my house during just let me have this. Oh no, don't limit me. Right, listen, that lovely lady Claire attended a situation next door to me and thought it was me, and she was really upset. And we made tea and coffee for all your friends, didn't we? Well, John did. John did. I just like, yeah, you're right. Has anybody had a cup of tea made by me? Made by me? No. Yes!
But not in Butlins.
No, you won't get it in Butlins, babe.
Sarah, you Vicky said you've never made.
I've never made any of you. Who's had a cup of tea made by me?
Me.
There's a couple. There's a couple.
In your defence, you are really good at opening bottles of supper.
Yeah. I don't want a cup of tea by you, sir. Just wine.
Can I just say, I am literally the worst. I need to not make cups of tea and just have people make cups of tea for me. And thank you, all my cup of tea makers. Wave your hands right now. Wave those cup of tea hands. Esther, stop waving. You have to Esther gulped in my cup of tea.
Someone make her a cup of tea.
I'm fine.
Got a little film.
It's my place.
Cup of tea was too strong. Great man, John.
Okay, finally, if you ever want to know what's going on in John and Sarah's life, just pop round the house and ask Alexa. She's very informative. I'll pass you over to Port now.
Good luck, Paul.
Come on, Paul.
Okay, my brother. My brother, everybody.
Hi everybody, I'm Paul, I'm Sarah's younger brother, much younger brother.
He's gorgeous, isn't he?
Okay, yeah, again, reiterating what John said, Sarah, you look absolutely stunning today. It's great to see you and John so happy. I'm so chuffed for you. Okay, Sarah and John have really given me a lot of responsibility today. Not only have I got to speak to all these new faces, walked down the aisle, I also had to sort your seating plan out today. Okay, so with your seating plan, I was up, God, I can't remember, till about 3 o'clock in the morning, understanding what I could do. How could I make it happen? There's a lot of politics where seating plans come in, and so I turned around and I thought to myself, right, I know what I'll do. I'll look at the gifts that you all bring, and obviously the closer you are to the bride and groom, the better the gift you've got. So, Nikki, if you can hear me, okay, thanks for your book token. Much appreciated. Okay. Now, these lovely two people are my mother and father, Ian and Judy, okay, and they have asked me to give a gift to Sarah and John. They've asked me to read out a card first, so if we could all just listen to the card. Move from there. Stunning.
I know you are stunning, babe. Straighten this
So this is coming from the heart, this is Sarah. This is from Mum and Dad. To Sarah and John, true love stands by each other's side on good days, and it stands even closer on bad days. As you start your journey together, both me and Ian wanted to give you both something each, which has stood us in good stead for the past 34 years and made our marriage what it is today. Wish you all the happiness in the world, and I hope you both have a wonderful night. Love to you both, Judy and Ian. Can we open it together, please, guys?
Sorry. My mum already gave me the card.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
haven't seen the ring on. I was waiting on the grand say
Put
tonight.
it on.
John, at least you got a spare one now.
You should look at him with his little rose buds in his ear.
We say it.
Oh my god!
Sorry, yeah, Sarah, come back, Sarah.
Can I come round?
Oh, look at this.
Horrible. You're attached.
Come on, Sarah, get round
I
here.
need to see these horrible photos. Can somebody give, I've got a spare chair. Can we have a spare chair for me? Oh my god, that's me and Cookie.
Right, John, continue. Right, my sister then, obviously my much older sister, okay? Since we were very young, it's always had my best interests at heart, okay? But with Sarah, she was obviously a bit older than me, and so she got into, as John has alluded to, okay, boys, okay? And so I was always fending off calls. So from an early age, I was fending off calls. There were lots and lots of different people ringing the house, as my mum can allude to. Sarah then, okay, fast forward 40 years later, okay, believe it or not ladies, I found myself single. Can you believe that? Okay, so Sarah gave me loads and loads of advice where it was on the dating scene. I didn't know what to do on the dating scene. I haven't been on the dating scene for about 20 years. So she said to me, Paul, always stay classy. Never ever be racy. So she's showing her in a school, High School Musical here. We can see that, yeah? Never ever do anything that makes you look intoxicated.
Get Liz. Oh god, my That's my singing.
Cracking vocal.
Sam's got those, I've got him.
Always make sure that you look normal. Make sure you look glamorous. And last but not least, coincide with your speech, John, make sure there's photos of you always ready to be prepared to do exercise to impress those men. My sister couldn't run a bath. So, as John said, you've been lied to there, mate. Okay, so if you've been following along with the mnemonic of this, okay, there'll be a word, and that spells cringe. Lottie, who's the most cringiest person that you know?
This is John Tam. Alexa, can you play Islands in the Stream by Dolly Parton and...
Alexa, play Islands in the Stream by Kenny Rogers.
Islands in the Stream by Dolly Parton from Spotify.
Don't leave it established your dad's not famous, right? Dads.
Told you that would come back to haunt us.
Look at my
Something going on.
There's no conversation, rely on I'm missing the magic.
Right, so we get the gist, yeah? Okay then, Sarah. Yes, Sarah. Sarah, even though you may be a tad cringy, well, in fact, a lot cringy, what you've always been to me in an older sister, much older, is someone you can always, I can always rely on, and someone I have huge respect for. In tough times, you have always been there for me, and I love you very, very much. Okay. I know today you have made my mum and my dad extremely proud. Today, you have faced adversity in your life and overcome this. Coming out the other side with that trademark cheeky grin that you've got. You have raised 3 beautiful, intelligent young ladies in Esther, Verity and Lottie. And going forward with Andrew and Georgia, with John at your side, you will make a perfect family. All your friends, those who are here today, and those who will join us later, know in Sarah you have somebody who will stick by you in good times and in bad. I know that you are thrilled that you have, and I know that they are thrilled that you have found John. John, I would like you to welcome you to the family on behalf of Mum and Dad. You're a decent man who has made my sister so very happy, so thank you. Sarah and John, on behalf of myself, Zoe, Molly, and all of us that are here today, I wish you the best of luck and the happiest of futures together. So without further ado, can I ask everybody to charge their glasses? As I raise a toast to the bride and groom. The bride and groom, Sarah and John.
Bride and groom, Sarah and John.
Thank you very much.
All of them. Brilliant speeches. Well, I recorded 40 minutes.